Wouldn't you believe us?
Yes, I can't believe that God is that great. Wow.
Yep, God is great, Paul.
Hi, guys and gals.
Hi, Mr. Mark. I got to go. Wow, Mr. Mark, God is great.
Wow. Guys, sounds like you are having a pretty deep discussion about God and how great He is.
Yes, we were, Mr. Mark. And I think we finally have convinced Paul, convinced him about how great God is.
You guys have got to tell me what you told Paul to convince him that God was so great.
Well, Mr. Mark, it really wasn't too theological, you know.
Yes, Mr. Mark. And, well, it really didn't start out as a discussion about God.
No, it was kind of about presents.
Presents?
Yes, Mr. Mark. It was sort of a silly argument that we got into with Paul.
Yeah, when you think about it, it was a pretty silly discussion.
Okay, guys, what was it about? Come on, tell me what it was about.
Go ahead, you tell him, Petunia.
Well, Mr. Mark, you see, it was about Paul wrapping presents.
Wrapping presents?
You see, Mr. Mark, Paul doesn't want to wrap his presents up.
Yes, Mr. Mark, he just wants to put them all in that garbage can over there, and he wants to give us the can and have us pull out what we want.
In a garbage can?
That's right, and that's when Petunia said, go ahead, Petunia, you tell him.
Well, I told him that presents always have to be wrapped in pretty wrapping paper.
And then Abigail said, not always. Isn't that right, Abigail?
Really, Abigail?
That's right, Woody.
So then Paul said, what? And Petunia said, what? And then I just stood there, and I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, and Miss Mark, I told Paul that the greatest gift of all time was not wrapped up in pretty wrapping paper, but he was wrapped up in old barn cloths and was laid in a sheep feed bin, just like the one I eat out of.
Wow, that's good, Petunia.
That's when Paul got excited.
He did?
Mr. Mark, that God would send his precious gift, Jesus, and put him to sleep in a place like Paul's sleeves. And in cloths that Paul says he would wear if he wore a cloth.
I tried to remind Paul that the precious package was really Jesus, with his beautiful skin, and his soft, wrinkly body and skin. Oh, it's so soft.
But Paul didn't want to hear anything about that. He just wanted to find some smelly wrapping paper to wrap his presents, and he was going to tell everyone about God's great, smelly gift.
Oh, boy. Wow, guys, I'm excited that you were able to get Paul to think and talk about God. But you can get him to stop calling God's gift smelly?
Mr. Mark, we'll try. We'll try. We'll see if I can find him now. Bye, boys and girls.
Yes, I'll try to convince him too. Bye now. Bye now. Ta-ta for now, boys and girls. Yeah, and Merry Christmas too. Bye.
Smelly wrapping paper. I don't think God's paper was smelly. It was precious. It was God's Son, Jesus. I don't know if I'm going to accept Paul's present now, especially since I'll be so stinky. I'll think about it.
Well,